interwebs, it's Scott from Admiralty Entertainment, and today we are starting the series of looking at the Star Wars Droid Factory Advent Calendar from Disney Parks. Now, the Walt Disney Parks have got a, by now, long history of doing specialty droids for the holiday season. For 2022, they've not only released a standard holiday droid, but they've also done this, a Droid Factory Advent Calendar. The idea being that instead of having individual chocolates for each day, as you get closer to Christmas, you get a droid part. So we're going to be doing this day by day to see which parts we get on which day. But first, let's take a look at the packaging. You can see here that we do have this very nice Jawa Sandcrawler themed package. It's not just in the graphics, but also in the shape of it. I could clearly see them utilising this form factor to do another multi-figure pack. Not necessarily Advent themed, but if they want to do multiple droids, just whip out this box again and change the graphics on it. But this one is very nicely themed for the holidays itself. Surrounding the box we do have this ribbon slipcase sort of thing, which helps keep the box together, which has got both the Star Wars logo and the Droid Factory Advent Calendar nameplate on it. The other sides of the ribbon slipcover are plain. They don't include any further information or text or graphics. So for inbox collectors, I think you've got a really nice package right there and there. But of course, we are openers on this channel, and we are going to take the slipcover band off so we can see the rest of the graphics clearly, and then see what's actually inside. So here we go. Yeah, and that band just slides right off there. Now with the slipcover band removed, it is fairly obvious that it really is necessary to be able to keep the package together, because without it, that flap just comes down and there's no way of securing that in any other manner. So we will take a look at the inside here a little bit later on, but first let's take a look at the rest of the outside now that we don't have the ribbon on there. So we do of course have this as a Jawa Sandcrawler, but this is one which is all decked out for the holidays. We've got multiple strings of lights, we've got candy canes on there, we've even got a couple of stockings there for the Star Wars equivalent to Santa Claus to come and bring the Jawas some presents. It's a very nice graphic of the Sandcrawler. You can even see there's some little aspects of snow built up along the ledges there. And on this side you can see that there's some Aurebesh there, which I believe says Happy Holidays. The tail end of the Sandcrawler likewise has plenty of lights and ribbons and snow, and also a nice wreath. Those Jawas up front driving aren't left out though, because they also have some snow and lights and candy canes and another wreath. The top of the box is lacking in decorations for the Sandcrawler, but we do have spots of snow to show that yes, this is a snowcrawler, perhaps? Either that or they're having some very unseasonable weather on Tatooine. The bottom of the box has a print of the treads of the Sandcrawler, which is a bit unexciting, but hey, let's face it, it would have been worse if there'd been a squished reindeer underneath there, so let's just go with the plain. The back of the box is the same as the front of the box, only flipped for the other side, of course, so don't expect any differences in the decorations. It's the same graphic, just reversed. This side does have the necessary legalese, of course, in all its wonderful variations, a barcode, and we have a blurb explaining the Advent Calendar itself, plus a little bit unintentional extra. The blurb reads, "All different types of droids populate the Star Wars galaxy. Each droid is different and has their own unique personality and colours. Open up the Sandcrawler to reveal and build 6 new droids to celebrate along with them for 25 days this season. May the Force be with you and your droids." And then it says, "This droid is optimized to function in the sparsely settled, unspoiled frontier world of Vandor. Join R6SNO on their adventures throughout the galaxy." Just to be clear, R6SNO does not come with this package. R6SNO is the separately available holiday-themed 2022 Droid Factory offering. So I'm guessing they were writing both bios at the same time and just didn't leave enough space between them when they emailed them through. So the end result is we have a bonus bio on this package. Well, it's the holiday season, we'll let it go. The interior flap is again the same graphic that we've seen on both sides of the package, only without any additional text at all. So it's a nice, clean way to look at it, but you're really only going to see that, flopping down on the ground when you've got the whole rest of the thing open. And then we come to the main event, the advent calendar itself. As you can see, there are multiple different scenes illustrated here, depicting different holiday events throughout the Sandcrawler. And each one is very nicely illustrated. It's particularly nice to see a couple of old friends pop up again. If you look closely, you may notice a couple of Easter eggs on the tree, which is ironic because that's not the holiday we're looking at here. But we do have the baubles with the symbols of the Galactic Empire, the Rebel Alliance, and there's even a Jedi Order one down there as well. Plus we have baubles with an Imperial Stormtrooper helmet, and a Mandalorian, or just Boba Fett particularly, helmet on there as well. And the trick that I particularly like is that among the stars that they have on this tree is a couple of Death Stars. On point. And you'll note that on day 25 we do have another sign there, also written in Aurebesh. This one translates as "Do not open." In terms of the presents, don't open them until the 25th, which is kind of ironic given it's an advent calendar. You're supposed to open all the doors before you get to the 25th, except for number 25, so that's probably okay. It's either do not or don't. I tend to think that it's probably do not, because you can see there is a reasonable amount of space between the letters there. That 25 is covering something that's either an N in Aurebesh or an apostrophe, but seems a bit of a big space for it just to be an apostrophe, so I'm guessing that's do not open. As with most advent calendars, the days are randomized, so you're not just going left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sort of thing. So we are looking, of course, at the first one. And number 1 is right here on the Jawa going to bed. So, let's pop it open and see what we've got. So you can see it is all perforated. Opens really easily. And inside is a little red bag. So here we have our first Droid Factory part. You can see it comes in this nice red plastic bag here with the Star Wars Droid Factory logo printed on it. And there is even a 1 printed on there, I believe. We'll see when we get to the further ones to see if they have different numbers as well, or if this is just a fluke. We do have some legalese, of course, there, and this bag is recyclable. Good to know. So let's open this up and see what part we've got. Opens up nice and easily, so you don't need to get scissors or anything. And here we go. It is a R2 torso. So, a sensible start to this whole thing. Start with the base body rather than one of the other bits. So looking at this, we do of course have some nice paint applications here. Going for a nice gold and red with a couple of bits of silver colour scheme there. Looks really nice. We even have the droid kibble bits there in a gold, which is different gold from the slightly gold plastic here. That looks really nice as a start. Of course, all these droids don't have names, unfortunately, but we'll see whether the next part goes on this guy, or if it's another random part and then you have to build them all separately. We'll find out. So thanks for joining us for this look at the packaging of the Droid Factory Advent Calendar for 2022 and our first piece. We're out of here for now, so be sure to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for another installment of the Star Wars 2022 Droid Factory Advent Calendar here on Admiralty Entertainment.